Good evening. Welcome to the Newfane Selectboard. It's Monday, October 7th, 6 p.m. Calling the meeting to order. We have Jeff Chevalier, Katie Johnson-Aplin, and Golob, myself, Angela Litchfield, here at the table. Yay. Juanetta, has this meeting been properly warned?
Yes.
Thank you. Are there any additions or amendments to the agenda?
No.
Hearing none, we'll go right to the approval of the September 3rd regular meeting minutes.
Make a motion to approve.
Is there a second?
It was second, I second, right? I was there.
Yep, you
Yeah,
were there.
I was there.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Abstain?
Abstain.
Ayes have it. Thank you. And then we will go to our September 9th special meeting minutes.
Make a motion to approve.
Just making sure we're all present.
That's what I'm checking.
Second.
Second, thank you. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
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 Aye. Opposed? Abstain?
Abstain.
Thank you. Ayes have it. Moving right along, the September 16th regular meeting minutes. Is there a motion to approve?
I make a motion.
Thank you. Thank you. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Abstain?
Abstain.
Ayes have it. Thank you. Good evening, Jay. Welcome. It is time for the road foreman and commissioners report.
So the box culvert on Depot Road is complete, pending the planting of some shrubs later this week. The box culvert on Loop Road is completed, and I've called the line stripers to do the lines on Loop Road, so hopefully the trucks will understand that that's a town road going through there. And would it be okay for the fire department to use the office for the coin drop again this year? And the paving on Graham's Hill and in South Newfane Village was completed, and we just got the side dresser today, so we'll be putting gravel along the shoulders later this week. And this is a new one for us. The VSP has a boat that they removed from Stratton Hill Road, and they want us to dispose of it. What are your thoughts?
Okay, is there a motion to approve the road foreman and commissioners report?
I make a motion.
Second?
Second.
Discussion. I am so excited that the box culverts are complete, and the one by WW looks fantastic. I have not been on Depot to see that one yet.
Also quite nice.
Excellent.
Yeah, they both look good.
And
Could I ask for two explanations? What's a side dresser and what's VSP?
From last year.
well, let's
It's not-
number 3, and then we'll go to 4 and 5. Let's start with number 3.
Sorry.
Is there a motion to approve the fire department to use this town office for coin drop
I make
again?
a motion.
I second.
Any discussion?
No.
All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, abstain, ayes have it. Great. All right, now number 4. Your side dresser.
What is a side dresser?
It's a box that goes behind the dump truck, and you push it along, and it has a belt, and it puts the gravel out alongside the pavement. So where there's a lip now, there'll be gravel. So if you drop off it, you're not gonna have that 3-inch lip or whatever it is.
Got it.
Ah,
Okay.
it's
And BSP is
sorry.
I got to the end of it. It was getting later, and I said, "Oh, I'll just type that instead of typing it out." So,
Well, it was good for a nice laugh, so that's fun.
so they apparently confiscated that because they thought there was some criminal activity associated with it, and brought it to the barracks. And now it sits there, and they want to get rid of it, or actually, they want us to get rid of it. It's nothing that we can go get. We would have to hire somebody with a rollback flatbed wrecker thing to go grab it because it's on a trailer that's not towable. So there would be expense involved. So that's why
And
you guys now have it in your lap.
And they can't get rid of it because they,
Don't want
don't
to.
have the funds. I have no idea.
So, just to give us a little bit more background, what kind of boat is it?
Yeah.
How long is it?
It's
Is it in decent condition that's still
No.
like,
no.
no?
He
Okay.
said it's junk, and it's he's up between 12 and 15 feet long.
Are they gonna reimburse the town for us to get rid of it, or why does this get dumped in our lap?
Yeah, why?
Because I guess because it came from our town, they figure it's our responsibility.
But how did it get there? It just got dropped there?
No.
Somebody dumped it there, and then the police ended up taking it, and then now they're stuck with it, and they don't want it either.
When you say the police took it, where did they take it to?
They had it trucked to Westminster to their barracks.
Oh,
Oh, so it's at Westminster now.
So is it made of metal? Can it be?
I think it's I believe it's fiberglass. The trailer's probably metal, but the boat, I think he said, was fiberglass.
I feel like it would have been easier to deal with when it was still in our town.
Yeah,
I know.
an hour away.
No,
do you know what the original complaint was?
what was that?
Do you know what the original complaint was?
Suspicious activity or something like that.
From where?
Somebody up on Stratton Hill had called about it, and that's how they ended up with it. And they thought there was a case somewhere, so they took it as part of it, and I guess not.
I can suggest that I call and speak with the lieutenant and find out further details.
Yeah, I'd like some
and
more
see.
information.
Because that seems odd.
Yeah.
I had tried to call Dover to see if they've had to deal with something like this, but then I realized they have their own police department, so it wouldn't matter if they did it. It's still the town paying.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure who else might have run across this.
I'll make a call to the lieutenant this week and see what I can find out.
Okay.
Maybe we can come up with something.
Right.
And I'll bring it back to the board at the next meeting.
Thank you.
Anything further for the road foreman and commissioners report? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye to approve.
I
Aye, opposed, abstaining, ayes have it. And with the road foreman and commissioners report, we have some South Newfane General Store demolition bids. I heard it was a very successful meeting.
The site visit was very successful. There were 10 companies that came out, 4 of whom submitted bids.
Yes, and we'll start with them right now. The contractor is Crown Point Excavation LLC out of Chester. And their total bid for this property is $243,000.
Are they building?
Huh?
Is that to build something or take it down?
Take
Take
down.
down the South Newfane General Store.
Dang.
Good evening, welcome to Newfane Selectboard meeting. I'm good, I'm putting you on speakerphone, we're going through the bids right now. Yep.
Yeah, I would like to see
And
that.
now on phone we have Mike Fitzpatrick, our other select board member. Sorry, I don't have a letter opener. Our second bid is Jeremy Bogey, Alba Blue Mountain Trucking and Excavating out of South Rygate, Vermont. Their total bid is $110,000.
Okay.
Pass them around for everyone to look at. Bid 3 is Waters Excavation. They're out of West Windsor, Vermont. And they're coming in at $138,257.78. And the fourth bid is Costello Dismantling Company out of West Wareham, Massachusetts. and they are bidding $149,670.
So,
Anne has been facilitating this project, so I'll let you have the floor.
thank you. Jay, Melissa, I, and Alyssa Sabeto reviewed the bids when they came in last week. And we were looking of the 4 bids to make sure that everyone was fitting the requirements that we had for the bid, that they understood what we were asking for. There is, as you were clearly, when you were saying the prices, there's tremendous variation in the prices. So we really went through to understand what they were proposing that was different. Of the 4, we came up with 2 that we felt really were finalists. And then last week, Jay and Melissa made phone calls to get references for both companies. As a result of getting those references and asking each company to confirm for us how long the project would take and when they could start, we have a proposal for which we think is the best bid. So as a result of all of that information, our proposal is that the board select Blue Mountain, which is out of further north in Vermont. Their bid, it happens to be the lowest one, but honestly, that was not the primary criteria that we were looking at. Their bid is $110,000. They were the one that had the most FEMA experience. Many of the others had no FEMA experience. They are able to do the entire job, they say, in 5 days, and they could start on December 2nd. So I wish they could start sooner, but getting it done this year would be awfully nice. So that is where we stand. The recommendations that Melissa got for them were excellent. She spoke to 2 different, the gentleman gave 4 references, and she was able to get 2 of them on the phone, and in both cases, the recommendations really were stellar. Plus the fact that they have FEMA experience. So our recommendation to the board is to accept Blue Mountain, and if that is acceptable, I will contact them tomorrow.
That's great. That's wonderful work. Thank you so much. And it's
Yeah.
really important to have that FEMA experience since it is a FEMA project.
Yes.
And my understanding was the fuel tanks were already dealt with,
That's right.
Yes.
Yep.
and there is no lead and asbestos.
That's correct.
Right.
Yeah,
So
and
they
then-
knew that, so why was let's not
Yeah,
get into
so-
some of those details.
Yeah, one of them's got like $65,000 to deal with those 2 items.
Yeah.
Which is.
Wasn't one of our finalists.
You're shooting yourself in the foot.
Yeah.
Seems unnecessary.
So whenever anyone's ready, I would entertain a motion. One of the 4 recommendations.
I'm making a motion for Blue Mountain.
You're making a motion for Blue Mountain?
I will second.
Discussion?
Mike?
Now, I was just wondering, like, I talked to Jay on that, and I just wondered, I mean, that's including all the fill and all that stuff to slope the banks and everything too?
Yes.
And that's all, so it'll all be sloped, seeded, hay, that's all done, right?
All of that is part of the requirements of the job, which was explained at the site visit, so yes.
Yeah. Kind of, just one of the things I'm kind of curious about, though, is why was it, if you already looked at the bids, which I know we did, because I talked to Jay about this too, but, I mean, you just went through the process of opening them again.
Because that's
And,
what we do for the entire board. It was, the reason they were sent along in the beginning was to get recommendations and to see if everybody fit the requirements.
Because we also were trying to streamline everything. If we could have gotten it done very soon, then we would not have to apply to FEMA for an extension. So we will apply to FEMA for an extension. So that was the information that we needed to have this week because of some of the FEMA deadlines. That's why we did it that way.
And
yeah, I
opening
guess
them
what I'm
tonight.
getting at, though, is, I mean, we really, the bids were already open, and just, we were looking for the recommendations, I mean, I guess, we appointed you guys to open the bids anyways, and
Right.
that way we come back to things, I mean, tonight was You should have just said you come back with that, but, you know, didn't have to open the bid, or it'd already been done, but.
I was just doing what we normally do for the rest of the board who hadn't seen anything.
Yeah,
But everyone's looking at them, so we're just waiting to see if there's any further discussion.
Yeah.
Are we ready to vote? We have a motion and a second to go with, what's the name of the company?
Blue Mountain.
Blue Mountain, is that the North Bradgate
Yeah, it's correct.
company?
South Bradgate.
South Bradgate company? Are we ready to vote? Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Oppose, abstain? Ayes have it. Excellent.
I will contact them tomorrow. I will contact all the bidders and let them know.
Did you hear that, Jay? Yeah. Great. Anything further? If not, we'll move right to the administrative assistance report. Good evening.
Can I just ask one thing quick?
Yes.
Could you, between now and next meeting, think about ideas for protecting the covered bridge? Another truck hit it today. It's, I don't know what else to do. You know, people like to take pictures of it, so anything we do that's really protecting it is not going to make it look pretty.
No.
So you got a couple weeks to think about how you want to go about this.
Let's all brainstorm and see what we can come up with.
But are there options out there of what people can do?
Well, Lyndon had originally planned on putting steel beams up with a steel beam across the road a few inches less than the height of the bridge so that they would tear their top off their truck back there and not at the bridge. But the cost was prohibitive. So they are opting for doing it with wood, and it'll break each time, but they're hoping that once it breaks, the truck will stop. And they're putting the chevron, the orange and white or whatever on it to really make it stand out, which I don't know if would be enough or not. I mean, they'll have it. I think they'll have theirs up shortly. We could see how they make out. But trucks just don't seem to pay any attention to the thing.
Is it the same side of the bridge? Is it coming from Dover versus coming from Williamsville that's getting maimed?
Usually it's coming from Dover.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I've seen.
I think the approach coming from Williamsville is a little different, so they're going slower maybe before they get to it. But they just don't seem to see any of the signs. They start in Dover. I don't know.
Jay, there's a picture of the truck with him.
Yep, Christopher's got a picture of
Hello,
the.
road commissioner.
It is.
Hi, road commissioner.
Hey, Chris.
Angela said hi.
Hi.
Well, I think if we all brainstorm and research, we might be able to come up with something that might be able to work to salvage that.
Where would you put it? How would the homeowners right there feel about it?
I would suggest putting it back by where the turnaround is.
Yeah.
Because that doesn't block our pretty bridge and gives them an immediate point where they can turn around instead of trying to back, 200 feet on a curve.
And there's also no house right there.
And there's no house right
I
there.
could have said
But if I were to put something somewhere, that's where I would put it. Just looking at a space, because people are not noticing, and it's not just trucks. Trucks happen to be the ones who could take a lot of the bad rap, but it's people in campers and it's people who are just not aware of their size.
Yeah,
It's negligence, though. They should be aware of what they're driving, so.
true.
One would think.
We will, can you put this on your report again for next time? And I think if we
Sure.
all just do a little like fun research, maybe we can come up with some unique ideas that will help save our covered bridge in our town.
What do they do at drive-throughs? They just have like a board
Yes.
hanging
Cement and steel.
with steel.
And they have one on chains that makes bad noises
Yeah, I
when it
think
goes.
that's like just heavy chains you would hear it when it hit the roof of the truck, and you would know something's going on, and it wouldn't destroy the truck. It's not like we need to wreck a truck. Just
No, we don't,
teach them a lesson.
we don't wanna name
Their
them.
own truck, let's be clear, they're wrecking their own truck.
Well,
not
I
our
get
bridge.
that, but you know, it still takes resources to rebuild trucks. We
Yes.
need to wreck it either.
Alright, so.
I wonder, do they make a sign like that speed limit sign that we got that as you approach it within so many feet, that thing starts flashing you?
Jay has done the background on that, I believe.
It was pretty costly.
Yeah.
How much was it?
I believe about 20,000.
20,000?
Yeah.
Oh dear God.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
What's that for?
That was one of the signs that checked their height and started flashing if they were over height.
Yeah, there's gonna be lasers
Well, I mean,
involved in
if
that
there's
one.
something even just come on and says, are you over height or something? And if they got to it, you know, they wouldn't have to have something to measure the height, but maybe that would catch your attention before they got into the bridge, you know? You know, you had an idea somewhere like within that bridge, or I think if you put it back on the corner, they're not gonna notice it to the point they gotta start slowing down for the bridge, but you had something there that might catch your attention, you know? And you don't like that speed limit, so about the time you get to that, you see that thing start flashing your speed, you know? What was that trailer truck that hit it today?
It was a box truck, a White Rider box truck.
Cause I see that,
So it's a rental?
ABS.
Or it could be a mail delivery
over
truck.
there, too.
Yeah.
Then it went over to Baker Brook by Christopher's house and wrecked itself.
Entirely?
Oh yeah, it was a
That's
mess.
terrible.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah.
Well, let's put on our thinking caps and come up with some unique ideas that we might be able to salvage our covered bridge.
Well,
so
since
that
we
it
know
doesn't
who
tear
did the
down.
damage, are they able to pay for the repair?
I did let the state police know, and I went over before the meeting to look at it, and it looks like just the trim, but it's really hard to tell when it's starting to get dark what it looks like inside. So I'll look again in the morning.
Take some pictures.
Yep.
Excellent. Okay, well, I can't wait to see what we come up with, because we're all such unique thoughts. It'll be fun. But now we'll go to Juanetta with her administrative assistance report.
Late last week, I got the information from Jay on the damage to the Adams Hill Bridge. I had contacted Claims Lead and are pursuing to resolve the matter. The adjuster filed the report to the carrier, and there should be news very soon. I will keep you posted. I also had 2 other emails today, and they are really on top of this because I was so
Okay.
nice to them. I've been getting things started for budget season. Appropriation forms went out 2 weeks ago. I have also forwarded the budget request forms to elected and appointed officials. I hope to have these back soon. I confirmed with Repro, the printing company, that we are in the last year of the remaining 2-year contract for printing the town reports. Nancy will be sending me an email after Thanksgiving with a schedule for submitting the drafts to her. I recently have been working on the insurance material, and certain selected information has been updated in the town report.
Great. Is there a motion to approve the administrative assistance report?
I'll make a motion.
Thank you, Mike. Is there a second?
A second.
Thank you, Ann. Discussion?
The last one about the insurance material, is that for the town report or for the budget?
That's for the employees for budget considerations, the cost of percentages for the employees versus the town. There's a.
Okay, so
So
it's
it's
not
for
for town
budget.
report, it's for budget, number 4.
Right, it's for the town.
It's not really negotiable at budget, we just have to write it.
No, I've been working the figures for Blue Cross, for dental, and for the VLCT. So I'm multitasking all the insurances, but I have updated certain other selected information for the town report. So I've been multitasking in different areas. I'm sorry if that was confusing.
Any other discussion?
When do we start our budget meetings again?
It'll be the end of the month.
22nd?
October 22.
When did we decide that?
You weren't here.
Yeah.
If you were at this
I
meeting.
missed that.
We're gonna have a select board meeting on the 21st, and then have a budget meeting on the 22nd. Anything further for the administrative assistance report?
No.
Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, ayes have it. And underneath the administrative assistance report is the Sullivan, Powers and Company audit scope and objectives. Can you please give us a...
This was presented to me from the town clerk, the treasurer. Sullivan Powers is our auditors, and they have provided us with a scope of their services. Jordan Plummer was here in September and reviewed the accounts with Melissa. So this is to be signed, reviewed and signed by the select board. And then there is also the internal control report that Melissa's asking that the board sign. This is done each year.
Has this been reviewed, and are there any changes that you saw from last year?
No, there's no changes. It's a pretty standard document.
And the fee is the same?
That I don't recall. That, I don't believe that had the contract in it. I think this was just his reviewing of the current books for this year. And then he'll provide a report for the town report.
One item on the second page, towards the bottom, under section 4, item number 5, are records protected from fire, theft, and manipulation? And it's both checked yes and no.
I would assume the only one that's not 100% protected by is fire, and theft. Well, I would say both. Because the records are in Melissa's office, which is a locked office, so they can't be stolen or manipulated. But fire, I'm not sure that her filing cabinet is fireproof. So that's the only reason why I would say that it would be both yes and no.
Okay.
So do we need to have a motion to sign? Or
Yes.
And approve?
There's, the Sullivan Powers is the board signs, and the internal control checklist is just for Angela or the select board appointed representative. She's filled it out for Angela to sign. So I need a motion for that.
So is there a motion to approve the audit scope and objectives from Sullivan Powers and Company, and then for the select board to sign, and also we can make it one motion, for me to sign the municipal checklist for internal control.
I make such a motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, abstained, ayes have it.
Great. This is the originals, if you want to do that during pay orders.
We'll just, we'll do it after.
Okay.
Thank you. Moving right along, committee reports. I see we have Jane Douglas. She loves to give the committee report. Maybe not tonight. Okay, hi Jane.
I don't think I have any report to give tonight. I've been kind of out of it and disabled and sidelined and limping.
Well,
So,
it's good to have you here. It's been a couple meetings.
yeah, I don't know. I thought Kate Gehring was going to be presenting something tonight, but guess not.
Maybe an update, but
Yeah, I think it was a housing update. So,
yeah, we have that with Ann and Kate, so maybe
okay.
there'll be an update in a little bit, but we'll see. But
Well,
nothing on D-Fiber or anything?
Oh, DV Fiber, we got going, well, we've got over 600 paying customers now. It's
That's awesome.
growing by the leaps and bounds. They're wiring up in Marlboro right now, so
Nice.
Oh, it's
Great.
coming this way.
coming this way.
That's exciting.
Yep. The only other update is that I'm up and walking without a cane, so that's a good progress.
That is good progress, awesome.
Ahead of winter and ice, that's good news.
I don't even want to think about winter.
Coming. Better start
All right.
thinking. Well, thank you, Jane. It's so good to have you here as always. Then we'll go right into scheduled members of the public, which we have none. We have no unscheduled members of the public. No new business, and we'll just start right up with old business and go to the housing grant proposal. Are there any updates?
We have no updates since the select board meeting. Kate and I are just finalizing the document. We haven't had a chance to finish it, and then we'll take it into the lawyer to review as we discussed.
Excellent, thank you. Town beautification?
Dale Stevens has informed me that he has completed or near completed the bench for the Williamsville Hall.
How exciting.
I'm gonna go meet with him sometime this week when I'm walking better, and we'll see what we want to do for finish. He's a little worried that it's green, so we're gonna. I think
We are the
probably,
Green Mountain State, so green is good.
That's true, but green wood is not great.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna talk to him about what we can do to finish it. Maybe wait till spring to put a good coat of varnish on it so
Perfect.
it lasts a long time. And then I have yet to get over to
Johnny's.
to Johnny's place, but that is on my list now that I'm not
Done
at
with
the
summer
baby. So
Perfect, great. FEMA buyout of the store, we did all the bids. Is there anything else on
The
that?
only thing is to know is that we're still waiting for the final report on the underground storage tanks, and if that comes back that any kind of remediation needs to be done, that can be done once the demolition is complete. So
Excellent.
is there anything salvageable in that property, like the beams or?
if there is anything salvageable, then the company that is doing the demolition will go through it and figure out what's salvageable, and then they have to go through a process of deducting that from their bid.
Right.
So I did contact Deconstruction Works because I
Yeah.
knew you were interested in
Yeah.
that, and I called them and got them the RFP, and they meant to come to the site visit, and then they wrote me to say they missed it, so
Yeah.
they were out of consideration.
Okay.
I tried though. I knew you had wanted that.
Yeah, it's an old building, so there's probably some chestnut in there somewhere. It's good stuff to hang on to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, personnel policy,
None.
town website design.
You wanna go? Want me to?
We had a planning meeting with Curly Sprout this week, or
Thursday.
last week, sorry. And that went well, and we should be looking forward to seeing some updates here with designs and more correspondence. And when we'll have stuff, we'll give you more information.
It should be the last 2 weeks in October that he had blocked out working on the site and giving us feedback on where certain information should go, so not exactly the way we had planned it out, which we said we definitely wanted that kind of feedback, so I thought it was a great meeting.
I did too.
Perfect. Do we have any correspondence?
No.
Okay, well, then I'm gonna, can we have a motion to suspend the select board meeting and go right into the Newfane Board of Liquor Control meeting
I make such a motion.
at 6:35?
I second the motion.
Great. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstain, ayes have it. Good evening, I'm going to call the meeting to order for the Newfane Board of Liquor Control, Monday, October 7th. Has this meeting been properly warned?
It has.
Are there any amendments?
I'd like to amend, an addition, 2 other, applications that were handed to me today.
Which is 2 and 3?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In the future, can you put that on here, amendments? and-
I saw the oversight, yes.
Thank you. Is that all right with everyone to do all of the applications this evening?
Yes.
Okay, then we shall go right into them. I don't have any of them. Do you have them? The first one is 1832 Tavern Club, which is under 4 columns. To have
It's just for an outside consumption.
outside
for-
consumption. Is there a motion to approve?
Make such a motion.
Make a motion to approve it.
Would you like to second? Ann made a motion.
Sounds good.
Thank you. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, abstained, ayes have it. The second one is special event permit for the Heritage Festival for the Putney Mountain Winery for October 12th, 13. Is there a motion to approve?
I make such a motion.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, abstained, ayes have it. The third is the Newfane Inn and Wellness Center. It's for outside consumption permit. Is there a motion to approve?
I make such a motion.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, the ayes have it. Is there a motion to leave the Board of Liquor Control meeting at 6:37?
Make a motion.
I second.
Discussion, all those in favor say aye.
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 Thank you, opposed, abstained, ayes have it. I'd like to now, instead of going back into our regular meeting, go to our, I don't have a copy of that agenda.
It's,
Like to have a motion to go into the Newfane Cannabis Control Commission meeting, Monday, October 7th at 6:36 PM. Is there a motion?
make a motion.
Second?
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed, abstaining, ayes have it. So I'm calling the meeting to order. Has this meeting been properly warned?
Yes.
Great, thank you. We have a renewal application for Snow Farm LLC Outdoor Tier 1 Small Cultivator License. Is there a motion to approve?
I make a motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, abstaining, ayes have it. Motion to adjourn at 6:39. And then we'll resume our regular select board meeting. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Make a
Yes,
motion.
sorry. Yes.
All right, welcome back to the select board meeting. Thank you for your patience in our other meetings. With that, we'll go right into pay orders. I appreciate everyone for being here tonight. Thank you so much. And I appreciate what everyone does for our town and for being here, and especially to Austin Rice for always videotaping us so wonderfully. Thank you. So have a good night and stay safe.